She loved her family, period. Like, she was a caring, loving person. Mom would get a shirt off her back. I just feel like she was robbed of life. I feel like it's only the beginning of the truth coming out.
In April, the clinic New Life told NBC6 that Walker's procedure went as expected and was a success. They say she entered into surgery at 9:35 a.m. and went into the recovery room at 11:05 a.m.
What's up with the YouTube fam? And I'm back again with another video. So listen, man, before I jump into this video, I gotta start it off the right way by saying RIP to this young lady by the name of Tanisha Walker. And you know, man, it's just a sad situation, man. You know, somebody sent me this video a couple of months ago. I'm just not getting to it now. My bad. You know, I told y'all if y'all sending me stuff and I can get back to you a little bit later, y'all gotta excuse me for that. You know, I got too much going on at once and I get so many messages daily. It'd be hard to keep up with everything. But it's enough of all of that. Let's get into the story. So basically, you know, it's a lady by the name of Tanisha Walker. You know, I got reports saying she was 45. I got reports saying she was 47. The age really don't matter, you know. A life was taken, and I know a lot of people was trying to, you know, basically say certain things about her because she was a grandmother of 11 children allegedly. And you know, man, people just want what they want. You can't knock them for it. It's kind of crazy to belittle someone in their demise like this, but you know, I can't tell nobody how to feel. You know, a lot of people are saying certain things about the lady, and it's just kind of crazy because, you know, she just wanted to do what she wanted to do with her own life and her own money. But yeah, she ended up passing away after having the surgery, and I got a doctor on here as well, basically breaking down everything that took place in this situation. And I do want to say this before we move forward, man. These are human beings, right? So I know a lot of people be desensitized in these situations because people put themselves through these situations as far as like going to get the BBL surgeries and losing their lives afterwards. But man, just realize that it's a human, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to have some compassion. If you ain't got nothing really positive to say, just keep it pushing, man. You know, let us know how you feeling without doing too much. It is, like I said before, I can't tell nobody how to feel. I'm just saying, let's try to have some compassion for the family, you know, in this situation. But yeah, man, you know, they said that she passed after the fact. They said she was feeling bad and things like that. You know, it's a whole bunch of speculations. They don't really know what happened, but I do got a doctor who gave her an update on it, so I'm not for sure this is exactly what took place or how she passed exactly, but he did tell us about the situation. So let's go to get into the video. I gave y'all a brief summary so y'all can get caught up to date on everything, but other than that, let's get into it and see what's going on.
Once again, thanks for joining us tonight. The family of an Indiana woman who died after a plastic surgery procedure is the latest family looking for answers about how this could all happen.
The latest family.
Julie Leonardi is live at Miami-Dade Police Headquarters where officers are investigating what happened in a story that we've been reporting only on NBC6. Hi, Julie.
Hi. Well, this family is just absolutely devastated. They say that Walker leaves behind a huge family. That's why many of those family members flew from Chicago to Miami today to meet with police, and they're hoping they find some answers.
Tanisha Walker's family now dealing with a huge loss. Her niece just arrived in Miami, meeting her cousin, Walker's oldest daughter, to sort things out.
This is my first time seeing her since she passed, and when I got to her, she was like weak in the knees. So it's really hard for her right now, and I could just imagine because she has her youngest is 19.
Tatianisha Middleton, Walker's niece, says her aunt was just 45 years old and a mother of 4 with 11 grandchildren.
Like, she was just a patient person. Like, she was always open and willing to do anything for anybody. So this really hit us hard because she was a really big person in our family.
She says Walker cared for the entire family and was always there when they needed her. They supported her flying to Miami for plastic surgery. Walker had a Brazilian butt lift, or BBL, and liposuction done by a doctor at New Life Plastic Surgery. A BBL is a popular plastic surgery procedure in which fat is taken from undesired parts of the body and injected into the butt or back. The clinic, New Life Plastic Surgery, tells NBC6 that Walker's procedure went as expected and was a success. The clinic says she went in at 9:35 a.m. and was transferred to the recovery room at 11:05 a.m. She was discharged and picked up by the driver of a recovery center called Chasing Dreams just before 2. The owner of Chasing Dreams was the one who picked up Walker from the clinic. She says Walker felt sick, so she drove her straight to the hospital.
By the time she got back to the front seat, my aunt was on her knees because of the procedure, and she said that her head dropped.
Middleton says her aunt died.
So little peep game on this, man. And you know, they said a while ago that somebody's knees was weak and things like that. And I hope that some of y'all can really dissect it, man. You know what I'm saying? People treat these people, they go through certain things like this, like they're not human, man. You know what I'm saying? But squash all that, let's get into this right here. They said that the procedure was done properly and things like that, but why she didn't live? Why she didn't survive this? You know what I'm saying? There's always some BS with these situations, and they always try to cover their tracks, but they do let you know that it is a possibility that you can pass away. So, you know, I just can't blame him all the way because she chose to go do it, and she had full support from her family to do it as well. I'm pretty sure somebody didn't want her to do it, but overall, she had enough support to go ahead and do this, and she went ahead and did it. But yeah, man, it's looking like she was already having complications as soon as it happened. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that people need to be held accountable for doing certain things. Now, the doctors be doing a whole bunch of malpractices and things like that, or mispractices, whatever you want to call it right now. I don't feel like being technical. And you know, certain things happen, and they'll blame it on the other person due to the fact of the type of surgery that you're getting, and they'll say they told you beforehand that this could happen. But yeah, like I always say, man, you know, if it's a situation where you really just basically telling me you don't know what's finna happen, I could live and I could not live, and I gotta sign paperwork and things like that, man, nah, I'm good on it. It's just too much for me. But hey, I just wanted to say that real quick. Let's get back into the video.
At the hospital, but says New Life told her she in the care of the recovery center. In an exclusive interview, the family of the first patient told NBC6 she died in February after a blood clot ended up in her lungs almost 2 weeks after her surgery. She had undergone a liposuction and tummy tuck with a different doctor.
Man, it's just too
much.
New Life today again telling us the timeline of that surgery and that pickup. Meantime, that family, they tell us they're at the hospital and they're hoping to be able to identify the body today. She says the doctor that performed that surgery has offered to pay for the family's funeral expenses. Live in Durrell, Julie Leonardi, NBC6 News.
Over 2 months after one following a plastic surgery procedure at a plastic surgery clinic, the owner of the recovery home where that woman was supposed to go afterwards has just been arrested.
And she's accused of operating that home illegally. NBC6 reporter Julie Leonardi spoke to the daughter of the woman who passed away. Julie, what did she have to say?
Yeah, I did. Well, her mother, 47-year-old Tanisha Walker, traveled to Miami for plastic surgery back in April. Now, she died following that procedure. Her family, of course, is devastated. Now, since we last told you this story, a lot has happened. Her family has laid her to rest. They've since hired an attorney. Now, another part of this story is now unfolding, but her daughter says this new arrest is something they saw coming.
We really miss our mom. I'm still in disbelief.
Tanisha Walker's daughter says their family is still grieving.
She loved her family, period. Like, she was a caring, loving person. Mom would get a shirt off her back. I just feel like she was robbed of life.
Just months after Walker following a Brazilian butt lift and lipo procedure at New Life Plastic Surgery Center, the woman who picked her up, 44-year-old Charlie Butler, has been arrested for operating an illegal recovery home. Police say Butler was operating Chasing Dreams in Miami Lakes without a license. She's also facing drug possession and dispensing charges. Police say she charged women $200 a night for personal care during their recovery, including giving patients medication.
I feel like it's only the beginning of the truth coming out.
Walker's daughter, Tiara, tells me her mom traveled from Indiana to Miami for surgery. I asked her if she knew how her mom found Butler's business.
She told me that one of the ladies from the surgery center gave her the information to their recovery home. And that's how my mom reached out.
In April, the clinic, New Life, told NBC6 that Walker's procedure went as expected and was a success. They say she entered into surgery at 9:35 a.m. and went into the recovery room at 11:05 a.m. And she was discharged into Chasing Dreams care just before 2 in the afternoon. Butler told us she picked up Walker. She told her she felt sick, so she drove her straight to the hospital where she died.
The story that we was given in regards to her transporting my mom, it wasn't adding up to me.
While Tiara says nothing can make up for their loss, she just hopes others do their homework before going under the knife. In February, another New Life patient died after a blood clot ended up in her lungs.
Now, we spoke with Charlie Butler over the phone earlier today. She didn't want to make a comment, but what she did say is that she's not responsible for Walker's death. She also says she plans on making it right and eventually licensing that recovery home. Meantime, the family of Walker told me that surgeon who performed the surgery did offer pay for
offered to pay for funeral expenses for the family and other things like that, but they said they declined his offer.
Okay, this is the doctor that
This is really tragic. A patient after a Brazilian butt lift from a fat embolism. It's a known complication, really tragic, but there is a way to avoid that. So during a Brazilian butt lift, we do liposuction all the way around, lipo 360, and then we inject that fat into the buttocks. So to avoid injecting fat into a big blood vessel in the pelvis, that fat goes to the heart, to avoid that, we inject the fat above the muscle, and we're always injecting away from those big pelvic blood vessels. So tragic, I'm very sorry for the family, but there is a way to avoid this problem if you're considering getting a Brazilian butt lift. It can be a very safe procedure.
So look, y'all heard what he just said. You see, and look, nothing against him, nothing against nobody who do surgeries or nothing like that, but I am gonna keep it 100. Everything that I am saying in this video is just my opinion. It's all speculations, and yeah, man, everything is allegedly. It's all alleged, so I really just can't say what's true and what's not true. But I do feel like that they tell you things like this just to make it, you know, comfortable for the next person to come, man. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that ain't what's up at all. I feel like that, you know, I can't have nobody hustle, so it's kind of hard to say something. But when you out here basically damn near taking someone's life, I feel like somebody should speak up. I feel like that this shit should be counseled all the way around. But you know, it's the way of the world. But you know, it's the way of the world. You know, this is another way to make money. It's another way to keep the population under control. Certain things like that. So they're not just finna cancel this type of shit. So you know, I just feel like that this just is out of line. In my opinion, you know, a lot of people losing their lives. Man, take heed to these situations. Don't keep on going to them. I'm gonna keep on saying the same things about these situations, man. Love yourself, love everything about you. Anything that you feel like is an imperfection, man, try to find a positive out of that. But overall, man, that's all I gotta say about the situation. I just say what I had to say. It's a sad situation. RIP to her, man. Please try to show some respect to the family, man, because they do see what y'all say. And yeah, man, just RIP to her, man. I'm sorry for getting to the video so late, but it is what it is. I got to it. But yeah, man, I appreciate all of y'all who made it to the end of the video, and I will holler at y'all later on another video. All right.